Hey guys, so hopefully it makes it. Ooh, this is perfect. Look, it covers my double chin. Hello. Alright, you guys, so we haven't been vlogging very much because we've been just super busy and like under a lot of stress recently. Well, I have been. My husband's just been working, Julian's just been going to school. But I've been preparing myself for my Nclex PN for practical nursing. I graduated in the summer, last summer, July, and I'm barely gonna go take my test. So yeah, I waited a long time. Do I recommend it? I mean, it doesn't really, I don't know, like I guess it's a personal thing on how you feel. But personally, I waited this long because of fear. I guess that's the right thing to say. Because honestly, like I panic a lot during testing. And I just stress a lot. And that, not just that, but I guess I was just finding excuse after excuse to delay testing. I mean, it's not right, but that's what I did. So finally, I feel like, okay, you know what? This is making me even more stressed holding it off. I just need to put my big girl panties on and just go test. Sorry. So that's what I'm doing. I downloaded UWORLD. I've been studying UWORLD a lot for about a month and a half. I did all the questions on there. I read all the rationales. So now I'm just gonna go take my test. I go on Saturday. Today's Thursday. But I go Saturday to take my test. And we won't know results until probably, I don't know, Monday's a holiday. Monday's President's Day, so I don't know if they're gonna delay my results for that. But I should know by Tuesday, Wednesday of next week if I passed or not. So hopefully, fingers crossed that I did pass. I've been working really hard for it. And honestly, to me, UWorld helped me out way more than my program, my school ever did. Because at my school, I was just, my class was huge. We had 30 something students when they usually only have under 20. So it was just very chaotic, too much drama. It was, I mean, obviously it's nothing, you know what I'm saying? It was just, it was just too much. And I was just going to school just because I knew I had to go to school, and I wasn't really learning anything from it. So I was just like, I just wanted to be done so bad. So when I finally finished the program, I was just done, you know, like I was exhausted. So yeah, so program. And then when I finished the class, I was just like, I'm done with this, you know, like I don't even care about nursing anymore. I just want to be done. And that's not really true, because that's not really how I really feel. But it's just that at the moment, I just wanted to be done with everything. And I wanted to like decompress. And I decompressed for like 7 months. And now that's bad because, because obviously I waited too long. But downloaded UWorld, studied UWorld, took my assessment through UWorld, and according to that I should be good. But that's what I studied. Hold on, let me hold my phone because it's gonna fall if I don't. So yeah, that's what I did, that's what I studied, and I feel good. I just want to keep studying and reviewing on my lab values and all. I've been really in a cave. No, I mean, yeah, I do go out and we do fun stuff as a family, but I've been trying to really focus on my studying, and that's what I've been doing. So that's why we haven't really been vlogging, but hopefully after this weekend or this week we should be back into regular programming. But yeah, today's Valentine's Day. I look a hot mess, but it's because I've been trying to get my hair healthy again, and I only wash it once or twice a week, and I can honestly tell a difference in my hair. It feels so much thicker and just, I don't know, it feels good. And they say it's bad for you to wash your hair every single day anyway. So I've been avoiding that. And it saves me a whole lot of time by washing my hair just once or twice a week. What else is new? Hi, you guys. So I just got to my doctor's office. I have a doctor's appointment in a few minutes. But oh, sorry. I just wanted to let you guys know about the Nclex PN for practical nursing. You guys will see it earlier in this vlog or whatnot. But remember how I had set out? I was so nervous and I was just so scared to take this test. And when I say I was scared, let me tell you, my anxiety was sky high. My fear to fail was insane. My husband will be able to sorry, it's all dirty here. My husband can hold on. Oh, there you go. My husband will be able to vouch for me. This was a struggle. I graduated my nursing program back in July 2018. I failed my exit test the first time. That was my first like I said, I did fail my exit test the first time. And then a month later, around August, mid-August, I went back. I think it was August or September. I don't even remember. But I bought the HESI Exit PN book. I think it's by Saunders. I'll link it all below in case any of you are interested in these. But I bought that book off Amazon and I studied it from front to finish. That's what I read, front to finish. That's what I focused on for my exit test. And yeah, so the second time I went to go take it, I passed it. The first time, this is even, I mean, it's not embarrassing, but it's like the first time I made a 500 and you were supposed to make, I think not even a 500, it was like in the 400s. I don't even know, it was bad, like I mean bad. And I was supposed to get an 850 to pass the exit test, and I didn't. I got like a half of that. So I was just like, damn, you know, like, hello. Like, that was a big wake-up call. I was like, holy crap, you know, like, I need to do better. So I bought that book. I read it from front to finish. The second time I went to go take this exit test, I got an 1190 something or an 1170 something. But guys, I tripled my score. Like I legit tripled my score. So I scored really, really well on my exit. And finally, but you know, before I took it the second time, we had our whole pinning ceremony and we got pinned before we even before we passed the exit. So I was just down on myself and I was beating myself up for it. I was just like, damn, you know, like I did really bad, you know, and I was just, I don't know, like that. From then on, the fear in me, like, even though I passed my exit the second time, I was still like devastated and I felt like a failure and my anxiety was high. Sorry, I don't know where to put my hands. My anxiety was really high and I was just like bummed out, you know, like nobody wants to fail or like, you know. So, but I passed it, and then in August, September, and then my son started school in August. So I was just finding any excuse to not go take the Nclex because I was scared to fail. I was really scared to fail it again, or not again, but you know, to fail it on my first try. And I was just scared, and I was finding any excuse. I'd be like, oh, well, I can't go this month because I didn't have the money, or I didn't go this month because Julian has his soccer meetings this month, or I didn't go this month because, you know, it's the holidays. And I didn't go this month because, you know, I was just finding excuse after excuse after excuse to not go take. They almost crashed. And I was just finding every excuse, you know, not to take this test. And I rescheduled it two times. I rescheduled it 2 times before. I signed up for it in December. And I said, oh, I'm going to take it at the end of December. Well, come December, I didn't take it. I rescheduled it because I was scared to fail. So I rescheduled it so I rescheduled it 3 times. I rescheduled it then in January. And I said, oh, I'll take it, you know, middle of January. Then I got nervous again. And I was just like, no, I'm not going to do it. So finally I rescheduled it for February 16th. And I was just like, you know what? At this point, I was just like, I just want to get it over with. I want to be done with this test. I want to take it and I want to be done with it. Like, I want to put this behind me. Like, I'm so over, like, feeling so stressed about taking this test. And I was just like, you know, I was ready to get it over with. So I bought the program. Me and my cousin did the practical nursing program together. And she's like, well, I've been studying, you know, UWORLD. And it's pretty informative. She's like, I recommend you do buy it. So I'm like, okay, fine. Then there goes, you know, to take the Nclex was $300. And then I signed up for UWORLD to study UWORLD. And then there was another $140 or $150. But I was just like, you know what? If it's going to help me pass, it'll be worth it. I'll take it, you know? So I did. I bought it. I studied it vigorously from mid-January, like beginning mid-January till the day before my test. Not before, like Thursday, because they always say on the day before your test, do not stress, do not study, relax, enjoy your time and relax. So I was like, okay, that's what I'll do. So I studied it, every single question on there. I read every single rationale, and I was just like, you know what? This is it. So then, but before this, my cousin had already gone and she had already passed. And she's like, yeah, it cut off at 85 questions and I passed. And I was just like, oh my God, you know, like I was so excited for her. I was really happy for her. You don't know the struggles we went through to get through this program. But yeah, she passed it with 85 questions. And I was just like, I was so excited. So I walked in, I was like, oh. So when I walked in, I was like, you know what? I did the same thing she did. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to finish this test at 85 questions. Wrong. I went in there and I did, but okay, so the test it has it can cut off at 85 questions or it's gonna make you go through the whole test, and that's 205 questions. Guess what your girl did? All 205 questions. All 205 questions, okay? This man's probably looking at me like crazy. But yeah, I did all 205 questions. I was just like, if this is going to happen to somebody, it's going to happen to me, you know? So I was in there and I was just like, man, like, I don't know this. Like, I didn't learn this on the UWorld. On UWorld, I didn't learn this in school. I don't remember this. All these select all that applies. And I was just like, oh, why? But yeah, I had all 205 questions. Again, in case you didn't hear me the first time, I got all 205 questions. But guess what? Your girl still passed. I still passed. I passed. With 205 questions, I passed. But when I walked out of there, and then I had told Mike, I was like, Mike, I'm going to go by myself because I don't want you to go with me, because I don't want to feel the stress of me feeling like I had to hurry up and walk outside because you're in the car waiting on me. And then I didn't want you guys to go with me, and I wanted to go by myself. So I'm so glad that I'm so glad that my husband did not let me go. Oy, Chihuahua. I'm so glad my husband did not let me go by myself. I am so glad. So my husband's support. Wait, what the heck? My arrow looks crazy right here. But yeah, I had a lot of support from a lot of people, a lot of family. And they really helped me make it, because if it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have been able to make it. But Mike's like, no, you know, it's a far drive. It was an hour and a half drive. He's like, I'll go with you so I can drive and you can look over your last minute notes that you need to look over. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You know, let's do that. So that's what we did. He drove me there. And when we got there, I was just like, you know what? I'm so nervous. Like, I don't even want to go in. Like, I'm starting to panic. And I was just like, okay, breathe in, breathe out, like relax. You know, this is a big step. And it's just like, a lot of people are like, oh, it's just practical nursing. I don't care. I worked my butt off to get here, okay? And it doesn't matter what path you take to get to where you want to be in life, but every little step, every little victory should be celebrated, okay? Because it doesn't matter if you went to go get a janitor's license. I don't even know if that's a thing, but like, it doesn't matter what you do. When you do work hard for it and you earn it, it's a blessing, you know? So don't let anything say, oh, it's something small, like, what does it matter? And you know how I learned this? I learned this from my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is a very powerful, strong woman. And I remember when I was going to graduate, because I've gone to school for a million things, and I finally did something right, I guess. When I went to school for early childhood education, I got my associates for early childhood. She was there with me, and my husband was deployed when I graduated. And she told me, she's like, why aren't you going to graduation? And I was like, oh, because it's not important, you know, like, it's just an associate's degree. I shouldn't have said that. I should have never said that to her, because she jumped down my throat and she said, it doesn't matter what you get, it matters where you get. She's like, it doesn't matter that if it's an associate's, it could be a certificate, it can be nothing, but you worked hard for this, you deserve this. So I went to my graduation, and my mother-in-law was there to cheer me on in place from, well, not in place, but my husband wasn't there because he was deployed, but my mother-in-law was there. And she said, it doesn't matter what you get, you celebrate it. And that's where I've learned that from. It doesn't matter what you get, you celebrate it. And it's something that you need to celebrate. It's worth celebrating. But I lost my track. Hold on, where was I? So yeah, when I walked out, once I reached 85 questions, I was just like, oh man, okay, it doesn't shut off. So then it went to like 90. It still didn't shut off. Got to 100 and I was like, damn, you know, like, I felt defeated. I was like, well, there goes that, you know, like, I'm gonna have to sign up again. But I was like, I have to work hard, and I'm gonna just keep reading, and I'm gonna just keep answering and pray to God that I pass this test. And I just, at that point, when I tell you, I walked out of that room and I looked at my husband, I was like cussing and crying. I was like, Mike, I failed it. I just know I did. And I was just like, and if I did, I'm okay with it, because if I did fail it, now I know what I need to study and what I need to focus on to pass, you know. But I walked out of there and I was just like this, like, I was just like in such a daze. I don't know how we got home. My head was pounding. I was super stressed. And then it's like, you don't get immediate results. It takes 2 days for you to get, sorry, I keep looking at the time because I need to go in there. You don't get immediate results. You're able to get your results, your unofficial results, 48 hours later. So finally I got my results this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. I logged on and it gave you the option to purchase the results, and I did it and it said pass. When I tell you, look at God, He did that. He did that for me, because it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much I studied, but only He knows how I walked out of there. Only He knows how I felt leaving that test center. It was really stressful. It was hard. And then today in the morning, my husband was getting ready to leave. He was leaving the house. He was getting ready to go to work. And I have been like in a pissy mood the past few days, because you know, it's stressful not knowing your results. And I was not pissy, but I was just like annoyed and frustrated at everything, and I was being a negative Nancy. And then yesterday he sat me down and he's like, you know what, Cynthia? He's like, you need to stop being a negative Nancy. You need to be positive. You need to believe in yourself. You need to be feeling good about yourself. Don't be saying you didn't pass, because you're not gonna pass. He's like, no, put it in God's hands. Pray to Him. Believe in Him. That's what I did. Last night I prayed. We pray every night together as a family. And we both prayed and asked God to give us what we need to get to where we need to be. He knows our plans. He knows our plans before we know our plans. Always put it in His hands and He will guide you. I believe that now. I believe it, because He did that. He did it. But I passed my Nclex. Long story short, I passed my Nclex. If you're still watching after these long ranting or talking minutes, thank you. I passed. I'm Cynthia Lawrence LPN. Oh, what's up? I look like a mess, but yeah, I'm at the doctor's now. So I'm gonna just walk in there in a few minutes, and yeah, I passed. So yeah, I feel like now I have more free time. I'm not attached to a computer or to a book studying. So be ready for more vlogs, more family vlogs, more fun stuff going on. Now I can relax and like focus on our channel also. And we have a fun weekend coming up. Our friends are coming to Rome, and then we also have Monster Jam this weekend, and we also gonna celebrate this weekend. I don't know what we're doing, but we're celebrating because your girl passed our test. But yeah, that's it. Bye guys, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on our next one. Bye.